Well, it's definitely been a while. Oh, only about 2 months. Whoops. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Dark Shadow Fox here. Giving kind of an update because life finds a way. Yeah, it's just like the title says, and I guess kind of the theme of the game. I mean, life did find a way to kind of make it hard for me to do videos for the past 2 months. Mostly because of two things. And this starts back all the way in October, because I was going to do something special. I was going to do like a whole theme of scary games, and kind of go through the month. But I wanted to start it off with something interesting, and kind of that I thought was pretty neat, which was Grim Fandango. Now the game is fun, and it's interesting and so forth. The only problem was I kept getting lost, and honestly I was losing a lot of momentum for the game. And it just kind of slowed down in a lot of parts. I just couldn't keep up with it. So essentially, I had to scrap the idea of the game. And try again. But the thing was, I never got around to it. Due to the fact that, this combination of life and finding a way to make it harder for me to do this, is my job decided to make it harder for me as well. My day job of slaving away at Walmart, and essentially, I had more work for some reason, because some people decided to take days off, go on vacation, or they decided to give me the weirdest hours ever, for making me so tired. As soon as I got home, though I would like to, I was kind of just in the state of maybe tomorrow. And that shouldn't be the state you should go to when you do this. It's because I like making videos. I love editing videos. I love working on them. But the only problem is it's kind of hard to balance it out, because in my day job I was very physical. I worked outside for about 8 hours. I was moving, sweating, eating, and avoiding traffic and so forth, collecting carts. Meaning that and of course when I get home, I'm at the point of where my job makes me put at the point where I am just laying back. I can realize I can't do anything right now. I am physically unable to move. I can't actually be bothered at the moment, because Jesus Christ, everything kind of hurts. So when days off come, I sleep, get my rest, of course, but I always sleep in too late, because for some reason, because again, you don't want to get up after you're trying to rest after several hours of pushing multiple cars in one day. And of course, there's the bigger topic of this is why it took so long for Spider-Man to come out. And the thing about it is, I was playing it in October. I was almost finished with it. But with the new capture card I was testing out, kept corrupting the many different video and audio of the game. Essentially making it unusable footage, meaning I had to re-record it all throughout November. Which was even harder to do due to the fact that a lot of people like to shop and so forth there in November because of Christmas. Meaning the job gets harder, leading all the way up to me finally just now getting it done, because I've somehow was lucky enough to have 2 to 3 days off during a week in December. I can tell you one thing, it's not exactly easy. I'm not exactly a big fan of my day job. I have looked for other places. And I could rant all day about Walmart. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about life finding a way for it to kind of make it harder for me to do this. And it's not me making excuses, this is just me explaining myself. And maybe explaining myself why I should really need to bunker down and try to work on this, because this is something I like. I like making videos. I love editing. I love trying to figure out new ways and new concepts. And the thing about it is, I'm actually glad I got Spider-Man finally done and re-recorded it all before this final one, so that way I can try to move on. Don't get me wrong, I love Spider-Man. I'm already, and with what I did, I have already 100%ed it 3 times now. I just really want to take a break from Spider-Man, pull away, so that way I'm not driven insane by Spider-Man, and kind of move on to another game, which is Red Dead. And hopefully, and I do hopefully, with the fact that I have figured things out with a capture card, knock on wood, that it won't mess up this time. Knock on wood, hope to God it doesn't do that, but who knows, we'll see. I mean, that also will explain why I'm also sounding very tired at some parts and during some certain recordings, because I'm getting home late, or I'm just gone mentally. And it isn't like I'm not enjoying the game, I am. It's just, oh my god. Having enough time to sleep with the schedule half the time is kind of frustrating, but you find it, and sometimes it's good for you, but it's also able to screw you over. But it's kind of I guess in a way it's kind of a double-edged sword. This job keeps me paid, so that way I can keep programs I need for like Adobe, and help afford the games I need, which is always good. But it's also something I don't like, the management. It sucks and pretty much treats you like garbage. That's what, and you may be wondering, and for those who are wondering, I wonder what like Walmart's working at, because they always talk about how they treat their employees like family. If they treat us like family, then we are a very dysfunctional family that has a lot of problems. Again, I'm not gonna rant about it, but it's something. Among that, it's kind of nice to actually finally be done and getting back into recording and doing things like this again. Now that with the time I get, because I feel happier doing this. Now, in a way, I do wish this was my job. Sometimes I hope for it, but the thing about it is I know it's gonna take a long time before any of that happens. Because the difference between doing something passionate that you like is of course gonna be harder than what you do when people just expect you to do something that you have something that will keep you at least afloat. This is what this job does, but even though a lot of what I'm doing is going through paycheck to paycheck just to pay off certain things. Like my car still needs to be paid off. I'm still like in the midst of like 20 to 30 other payments on it. And among that is just, but to the people who subscribe and stayed with me through the long haul, I thank you very much for this. Yes, and you guys have been nothing but supportive. And even I could even tell like we even had new people on. And I've even met new people through other things, which is also kind of amazing. And honestly, I'm hoping to grow and I hope to grow a little bit bigger throughout this channel, but again, I know it's gonna be a slow burn. And I'm willing to make that slow burn and try to make it through. But the thing that is, that's gonna take some time. But hopefully not too long of time, of course. And of course, the question of the day, I guess, in a sense, and the question of the day is, what is my favorite game? And and it's not just my favorite game, but it's my favorite game series, the Metal Gear Solid series. More specifically, my favorite game out of the series is not 2, but 3, for a lot of its story and a lot of its elements. It was quite frankly amazing. It had a lot of good characters and a lot of amazing scenes in it. From the fight into the boss, and of course with the and the Cobra unit soldiers, and of course you see introduction of young Ocelot. The whole series itself, of course, is just fun generally, and I love Hideo Kojima's work in anything he does. And I'm so excited for when Death Stranding comes out, because that game looks so good. It really does, and I'm hoping it stays that good. But yeah, this has kind of been an update. What's been going on, how life found a way to make it a little harder for me. Personally, not professionally. Yeah, I hope you at least enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the dinosaurs we've seen. And I mean, granted, this isn't me saying I should do a Jurassic World Evolution Let's Play, but quite frankly, I find this game fun, and I really do. It kind of brings out my inner nerd of how I love dinosaurs. And honestly, yeah, who knows? Maybe I will do a video on this game someday. I don't know. Maybe. Possibly. But until then, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe maybe if you want to see more gaming content. And I can't wait to play Red Dead when I finally get the chance to. Hopefully soon. But until then, I'm Dark Side Fox, and I'll see you all in the next mission. Fox out.